Oh, I have a new favorite charger, I can tell you that. But we do this. And also, I will have this in my test. I forgot to tell you, I will do a charging test. I will charge this until it's full. And you see now, right, that I actually drained this power bank yesterday. So it's 0% there. Okay, a new charger from Sharge. Pixel 140 watt, GaN5 charger. And I can show you the different side on the box here before we open it. And we have some spec on the back side here. You can put this on hold if you want to know that. But very interesting, and here you see also about this the color you can choose from here, white or gray. Even if I don't see any gray when I order it, and I don't see it today either when I check their website. I only see the white there. But we can also look quick look here. Look exciting, huh? I really like this design. I will talk more about the design and where this design come from. Let's open it. And good, we have a sealing there also, so we know we have a new product. That's very good. I do like this. Without cutting my finger. But like I said, this is interesting. And a very, very interesting design. But 140 watt charger then, GaN5 charger technology, so it's more efficient than the previous charging, or GaN what you call that, GaN4, I'm not really sure, but this is more efficient. Oh, very nice. But shouldn't it come any cable here? Maybe I remember wrong about that. No cable. But I see in the box here, we have a manual anyway. We have a manual, I will take that out. But no cable. I will check this a little later. But look at this, huh? This was... I like the weight. This feels like really, really quality. And if I can open this, I think I must do like this. But look, oh my God. Yeah, this is white, but it's also gray. Look at this. So nice, huh? And I can tell you a little story about the design then before I start talking about the specs and weight and everything. This Sharge get inspiration from a radio actually who was who hit the market back in 1958. So it's a really, really old radio from Braun, the Braun T3 radio. And they have a similar look in the front, like this charger. And it gets a little confused here, Sharge and charger, and it's not easy to say that two words directly after each other. But I must say, this is very cool when Sharge do a thing like that. They take inspiration from and that radio become a really icon. It's a high collector value on that radio now. That the T3 radio from 1958. And they have also thing they always say there back then when they come with this radio, less but better. Exactly how they think about this charger also, less but better. But we can do this then. According to Sharge, the weight, 225 gram. Let's see about that. Put the scale here. 225 gram plus minus 5, I think it was. 244. Then actually this says wrong on the box, because this 225, I just changed that in my script, not script but bullet points or something like that. On my script here I write actually 255 gram, but then I see on the box 225 gram, so then the box is not correct actually. It's more like in the website I find that information 255 gram. But this was good anyway. It's no disappointment at all. Like always about Sharge product then. And I can say the dimension also. You have maybe hard to see it here now. But 64, 58 and 37.2. Yeah. Here we have 37.2 of course. Now I'm a little stupid here. But 37.2 here. And 64 here, and 58 here. So I must say, very nice charger. I really like it. And look at this design. Wow, this was really good from Sharge, I must say, to come up with this idea. And also the prongs here, you see, foldable US plug. And because this is just newly released from Sharge, so they have no other model actually. So this first batch, they say, have only US plug here. So if you need another one, you have to wait or buy an adapter. I could recommend you to buy an adapter. The adapter now is very good actually. I live in EU most of the time, so I can put a EU plug here. It's not get so much bigger, and I just take it off and fold it anyway. So when I buy a product like this, Charger or whatever, who have a plug, I always choose US plug and put an EU adapter over it. It's very good to have it foldable, I must say. And you see the USB port here also. And max 140 watt, but you understand that already, I think. Max 140 watt. And every port here, 3 USB-C port, no USB-A port, and that I'm very happy about. If you need a USB-A port, you can actually buy an adapter with a female USB-A. So you have your USB-A anyway, you don't need to have it in a device anymore. Buy an adapter and you have it for everything. But 140 watt in every 3 port here, if you use a single device, if you charge a single device, I would say. So that's really good that every port have it. So you don't need to think, oh, which one was strongest here. But they're also write it here, max 140 watt, but that's very good. And the safety protection, there's 6 layers, was over voltage protection, under voltage protection, overcurrent protection, short circuit protection, overheating protection, and fire hazard protection. So that's follow international standard, if I don't misunderstand this. So that's good. We have safety there. No fire here. If it gets overheated, it will turn off. And we have the buttons here also. But I will do like this. I will put this in electricity here so we will see it. But I will talk a little more about the charging first. We have the charging protocol then. PD 3.1 of course now. It's 140 watts. So, and PD 3.0 and Quick Charge 2.0, Quick Charge 3.0, Quick Charge 4.0. And if you have a Samsung phone, then you can be extra lucky because this have also Samsung Superfast Charging 2.0. And PPS of course also, PPS of course, and more. I didn't talk about everything there because this video will be too long and you will skip on to another video. And what more? Yeah, it's have a real-time display and we see about that. So we see the real charging. I will also try to charge a power bank here so we can see everything. And adjustable orientation, that was this white button if I don't remember wrong. So you have, it says how much you charge and if you have it in the wall like this or like this, so you have a screen different orientation. So you need to have, if not follow by automatic, but here you can choose it. I actually like that better. I like that better, that you can choose the orientation. And also on and off for display, the orange here, on and off for the display, and also the brightness for the display, also very good actually. We will see how bright this will be then. But I also want to talk about, because now I go ahead here a little bit too much forward, I will go back to the charging a little there, because when you charge 2 ports at the same time, then you don't have 140 watt of course, then it's go down in charging speed. So you have C1, C2 for example, you have 100 watt in one and 30 watt in the other, or vice versa. And yeah, there are different information here, but C1, C2 and C3 you have 67 plus 30 plus 30 watt, or 45 plus 45 plus 30 watt, but never more than 140 watt of course. And if you charge more than one device, it will go down more than, it will go down less than 140 watt, I will say. But the plug inside then, I prepared with a cable here. And now I stay currently in Thailand, so it looks like this here in Thailand. Like US, so it's very good. I put it in. I'm very excited. the display is not on probably. Can see, is press and hold or what? Or do I, maybe must plug in something. I have prepared with this. Sharge 170, this, if I see my previous video of something, I use this in almost every video when I need to show the power of some device. At good, no cable in the box, but I prepared also with this. Orico, premium Orico, 240 watt cable. And this I can really recommend you to buy. This is a really heavy, lost our focus. This is a really good device, I must say. But we plug inside this then. I can take USB-C here, USB-C 3 on top there. So 3, 2, 1. But I take one port. We try every port there. But now I want to see something in display, otherwise I get worried. Okay, nothing happened there. Okay, now I know. Because my plug in the socket have fall off. I take it off one time and see how it looks like this. Oh, it looks actually more nice than when I see on the picture in the website. I see C1, C2, C3, TTL. But you see there. Oh, I have a new favorite charger, I can tell you that. But we do this. And also, I will have this in my test. I forgot to tell you, I will do a charging test. I will charge this until it's full. And you see now, right, that I actually drained this power bank yesterday. So it's 0% there. So we will see how long this will take to charge this until it's full. And also see how hot, so temperature test also, how hot this charger will become. Because it's always a problem with charger that some get really hot. And I really don't like that. But I have a very warm room, so here is 30 degrees inside my room now. I don't use aircon when I do the test because that will not be a fair test. But now we see here, the charging go up there, you see, and also here we can follow both display there. 120, okay, and the power banks say 120.7. Yeah, it's very similar there. They follow each other there. But not 140 yet, but it can be because it's 0. This power bank is totally drained, so it can go up a little after. But we will see that when we do the test. But I must say, and we can show the orientation then. You see my display here, yes. And because I'm scared you not see it, because I have 3 strong studio lights. And I take the camera down, the aperture down a little so I can have better focus. But 126 watt now. And we change the orientation then. Oh! Yes, and then it looks like this. 127 watt. I like this. My God, I like this charger already. And I just opened the box. What's this now then? I must see. Okay, now C1 128 watt there. 129 watt is climbing. I turn the orientation again. I like this. Yes, we have other charger. Anchor, for example, come with a 140 watt charger for, what is it now? 3-4 months ago, right? That become very popular, I see. Even if I didn't like it so much. But I like this much more than that the Anchor charger. But we have all our favorites. So. Okay, now it's get a little confused. Now it's upside down suddenly. I will try to do this again. There. Okay, so they can feel this too, or what? No, we try the orientation there. Yes, so when you turn it around. Okay, now I hold it not so good for you, so you didn't see that. But you see here, now you see the number clearly, right? C1, 131 watt. And I can change the direction there. And so we have it this angle, right? But no, now I'm spinning around this so much. So. But now you see 131 watt. And then I turn around on the other direction here. And I take the orientation button here. So it follow. It follow, you see. Like this, then I do it again. You see it like this. But to see this now, I must push 2 times again. Now you see. Okay. Here we have the other orientation. And here you have this. So that was nice, I must say. Very nice. My God, I like this. I really like this. And the brightness then. You can turn off the screen then. It's just one push, one press. Yes. Wow. It was a symbol there also. Oh, I like that. I actually see the display better in my camera screen than I do directly, because I sit down now. Wow, I like that. But the brightness then. Press and hold. I must see myself first. Okay. I don't really know the brightness there, how I adjust that. I must see. Press and hold. Nothing happens when I press and hold. And double press quickly then. No, then turn it off anyway. Single, okay, single press. Single press. Single press. Okay, so one press, start, and one press again, it go down, and one press again, turn off. So on, one press now, weaker display, you see that weaker display, and one press now, it go down. But if I want to close it now, then do I do a longer press then? No, I do double press to close it then. Yes. So one press on, one short press again, weaker display there, matrix display. And now when you have the weaker, it's just one press to close it then, but otherwise you have to double press like this. Yes. Oh, but I must say, very nice. But now I charge already, so now I destroy my test a little here. I show you what I'm talking, 14% already now. But we will do this then. I will, actually not so much more to talk about, more than I can just say one more time. I take out this, I don't want to charge it too much. 15% here now already. But I really like the design. I can say that over and over again, I must say. I have two other chargers like this, 140 and 150. Anker 150, that was a really boring charger. I forgot the model name there. And about the model actually, Pixel 140, the real product number is S2U. S2U. So that's the model number on this. But I can talk over and over about the design, I must say. It's very wide, but they talk about they make it wide space here for the USB plugs then. And for me, who always use this plug, and I have more than this, I have three of this, and sometimes it's really tight actually if the ports are close together. So this was really good, I must say. Shall we see if every port delivers 140 or not? It's never delivered exactly 140, but we can see if okay, now the display is off or what? Yes, here we see it's climbing. Yeah, I see better in my display than I see it when I hold it in this angle. Now we see the same time, you and me. Yeah, okay, 133 there in USB-C 2. 133. We take one again then, because it's go up a little now, so maybe it's a little more wattage now when we charge from USB 1. Does the charger get confused now? No, it's coming there. Okay, climbing. So now use USB 1. Yeah, 133. Yes, same as USB 2 then. And we take USB-C 3 then. Of course, it's the same every port here. Why should it not be the same? The charger think a little first before it starts by itself. There it comes, yes. But I like it. There is some display, and this is very cool display, I must say. It's 135 there. Yes, but it's go up in charge now, so 16% here. So yes, not bad. I take it out. But like I said, I don't know so much more to say there. We have some text behind there, but I think it's the same text about the charging spec as on the back side of the box there. Yes, but I hope they can come with, if you don't like to buy adapters, so I hope they can come with some other, who fit for other countries too then. the plug there. So you don't need to have a USB plug only if you don't like it, even if I like it very much. But we do like this. I prepare with a timer here. But we do this. But also in the test, I will not let it lay down here, because I think it can be very hot if it lay down. So that I will not do. I will put it, I can stand like this then, because that's the same thing if it should stand. I have a white socket also, I can show you that. I have this, you know. So if it stand on this or stand on the table like this, that should be no difference, I think. So we can let it stand on the table like this in a test. And now my thermal camera have start up here. So I will check this then, so we can see the temp. I first must see myself here. Okay, yeah, it's go up a little bit, but I use it also a little. I charge 15-16% on my power bank there. But you see here, 38, 39 degree there. You see, right? If you can see for the studio light, if it's not too much reflection in the screen there of the thermal camera. Yes, but so we will check when we charge finish there how hot this will become. And if I can guess, I guess, oh, when I guess like this, I give myself problem. I guess 70 Celsius then, 75. I guess 75 degrees Celsius, I guess. And I start the timer there. But now, keep in mind, 17% already now, so. Let's see how long time this will take then. And I'm very, very excited. 132 watt there. But this display, like I said, when I see the website, it's look cool, but not look cool like this in the real. And the color, this is white, yes, but it's also half gray here. So the half charger is, not the half then, but 1/4 of the charger is gray. So I actually don't know. I always like gray charger and gray power bank, but this was not a bad color choice, actually. Let's see if they come out with the gray later then, because I could not see that. But okay, now I will check in what I think maybe will be, when the charger or the power bank is 50-60%, I will check in and do temp check, and then we do a last temp check also. But we do the last temp check little before the power bank is full, because it will go down in charging speed. So when I see it go down too much, I will check in and do the last temp check. Okay, but all this will just be like a blink of an eye for you. Okay, checking in here then. 71% now. I said I go check inside with around 60, but 71% now. And it go down in charging the last 10. When it was 60%, then it go down in charging 62 to 65 watt like that. So it's throttling. And it's not, seems to go up to 140 or 135 again. But we check the temp and I can feel it's pretty hot actually. Maybe my guess was not so bad. 75 Celsius there. But let's see, I see myself first here. No, not so hot. I feel wrong. 60. You can see on the top there. And we see there on the screen. Yeah, 52 there. But I feel almost, it's down like this when I charge. So, but it feels like, yeah, it's more hot in the bottom, of course. It's down there. No, 57, 58. Not so hot, but it's go down now for a while. So because to keep the temperature correct, so that's why it's go down in charging speed, of course, as it should be. The safety protection working. But let's continue then. This go faster than I think. But look at the time. I didn't say that to you. Look at the time. 29 minutes, almost 30 there, and 73%. This is, if you don't know, is 24,000 milliampere power bank, and you charge 73% already. Okay, we have 15 there already. So when we started, so 60% then in 30 minutes. 60% in 30 minutes. I don't think this is bad, huh? I don't think this is bad at all, actually. But okay, next time I will check in will be in the end. I will check the temp and see if it's worth to check in. If it gets more hot, it feels very hot there. But we check already, so not even 70, 60 was it. But I will check in a little bit later there, and so bear with me. Okay, now finally it come to its end here. The screen turned black also now, because it took me 1 minute to turn the studio light on and everything. But 1 hour and 4 minutes, almost 1 hour and 5 minutes then. That's not bad to charge a 24,000 milliampere power bank in 1 hour and 5 minutes. Not bad. But I can say like this, the last 1%, when it was 99%, is standing there for a 12-15 minutes like that. So the last percent take forever, I feel like that. But I didn't check in again here, because this not get any hotter. This got around 60 degrees hot, not more than that. So that's totally acceptable. I have so many chargers who become much more hot than this, I can tell you that. So that was a very successful charging test, I think that. So I plug out this thing now, and I will show you another thing. I prepare with 2 other power banks, because now this Sharge 170 is fully charged, so I cannot show you that anymore. But I will show you this then. I have Anker 250 watt. I will, let me see here, I pushed one button by mistake there. I will show you how it looks like when I charge 2 devices. So I take this Anker here and put this in first, right? And then we will see something here. Now it says 69 watt. No, that was another thing. Yes, okay. 86, it's climbing there. But you see that on the screen here also, yes. I look at my power bank. But this is, this can charge, actually you can charge this with two cables, so you can charge up to 170 watt, but one cable you can charge 140. And also, by the way, I forgot to tell you about this important detail there. This can charge recharge up to max 140 watts, so you know that. But here we have now, you see, 137 watts, so that's totally correct for the charger then anyway. And also I have this power bank, very nice actually, if you don't see this before, but this is a couple of years old, 2 years old I think, 2-3 years old. Sharge, Sear. It's very nice actually, I have clock and alarm and everything inside, very nice. But I tried to charge both of them, and I also have Orico cable, but green, 240 watt Orico silicone cable there. So, but C1 here now, port C1, and I take this in port C3 then, and we will see how this will go back and forward to this to port. There you see there, and TTL there means total then. So now C1 there 97, and C3 27. We can also see this charging here. I don't know, this display maybe it's not so good in screen. It's flickering. No, it's not flickering. But here 26.2 it says here. And C1 98, C1 98, and C3 27. Yeah, so that's pretty okay. Almost exactly the same like the power bank tell me. So, but this is how it looked then. It's go back and forward through the port here. I don't need to show you the third port there. You understand? You got it, I think. But this is nice, and I like to see the TTL there, total. That was interesting, I must say. I like this power bank. I really like this real-time display in this way. And the brightness setting there, even if I always like to have all my display. It depends, if I'm in a very dark room, I don't like to have it in the brightest mode. But this orange button it was, I almost pushed the white there. But if you're going to change the brightness, it was this one press there, yes. So now it's a little weaker. And next we turn off the screen, but it's still charging. It's just the screen. There come again. And it start on the brightest again, and it go down, right? Yes. So that's easy to understand. I like the form factor of this design, and that they choose to get inspiration from that Braun T3 radio from 1958. It's pretty amazing. Less but better. I like it. I like it. I like how the company Sharge thinking here, actually. I really like that. And also I will say this, I checked the manual. It was not so much to read here, actually. But there are a QR code. No, that's join our Discord. Okay, not that. I read about the model name there. I don't want to read the same time I'm talking. I don't like that, actually. But now I will say it to you so I don't say wrong. The model number, S2U. The U stands for country, the region about to plug. So U means Japan, Taiwan, China, US, and Canada. That's what the U stands for in the model number S2U. So you know that. But okay, I think I say the most things worth to talk about here now. And I'm impressed if you still are here. So I can say I am so grateful for your time. Thank you for now.